So, yeah, Dominion Voting Systems is now up. What is that? 767 plus 67? Almost $900 million due to, from news organizations who told lies about their machines in the election. Funny how that works. Um, we're gonna save Trump acting like a dictator and the U.S. is becoming Russia from queer majority until next week. These are kind of more evergreen. Um, Mike Lee has introduced a bill to make all porn a federal crime following 2025 playbook, which, yeah. Last year, right wing think tank Heritage Foundation launched Project 2025, which laid out much of the policy blueprint for the current Trump administration. And this is from Gizmodo.com, of all places. One of the project's espoused goals was to permanently criminalize all pornography. Now, a Republican senator with kind words for Trump has introduced a bill that would do just that. Senator Mike Lee, Republican Utah, recently introduced the Interstate Obscenity Definition Act, IODA, which would effectively criminalize all pornography nationwide by legally redefining what it means to be obscene. For years, obscenity has been all but a defunct legal category that narrowly defines speech that remains unprotected by the First Amendment. Lee would explode this legal category, expanding it to encompass virtually all visual representations of sex. According to the bill text, a picture, image, graphic image, file, film, videotape, or other visual depiction of any media that appeals to the prurient interest in nudity, sex, or excretion would be considered criminal. In other words, if you have an old VHS tape of some Cinemax-style smut stashed away in your garage, you could, under this law, be considered harboring deeply illicit materials. Some critics have suggested that Lee's definition of obscenity is so ridiculously broad it could effectively criminalize Game of Thrones. That said, the punishments for merely possessing porn under the proposed law seem unclear at this point, as the legislation seems more focused on punishing the creators and distributors of racy material. The law would, quote, pave the way for the prosecution of obscene content disseminated across state lines or from foreign countries and open the door to federal restrictions or bans regarding online porn, the Daily Caller writes. Quote, obscenity isn't protected by the First Amendment, but hazy and unenforceable legal definitions have allowed extreme pornography to saturate American society and reach countless children, said Lee in a press release about the bill.